everyone probably knows about this story by now because James O'Brien covered this on LBC. So it looks like I am late to the party on this, but I'm not, because I was going to cover this. But as you know, there is so much other stuff going on at other councils. It can be difficult. For example, I want to tell you and inform you about the crazy Warwickshire flag proposals that I totally do not encourage you to go and abuse, by the way. We'll get to that eventually as well, don't worry. But there's just so much other stuff that goes on that I want to talk about and I want to cover. Some of it, of course, being very timely. Sometimes otherwise it's not. If I, let it, roll on for like a couple of days, you sort of miss the story because sometimes there'll be another update to it. And you're like, oh my God, you've missed that. So it is very, very difficult to try and keep on top of all this. While, of course, having only the time to make, 2 videos a day, which I do, unfortunately. But, of course, as always, thank you very much to all those people who do help and support the channel this way. Like I say, links down below, the Patreon page, the Buy Me Coffee link where you can buy me coffee, the YouTube thank you button, the YouTube membership down below as well. So thank you very much to all those people who do help and support the channel. QR code up here will take you straight to the Patreon page as well. Thank you all much to the people who also do just click the like and share button. That is very, very helpful as well. And of course, don't forget to ring the bell so you get notifications of when we go live or when we drop a new video. So thank you very much to everyone who does ring that bell as well. So let's carry on and get into this because, oh my God, this couldn't be, quite frankly, when I heard about it, honestly, more funny. So, as you all well know, over the summer there was Operation Raise the Flag, which ended up with people just attaching flags to lampposts illegally. And, there was a whole thing about taking them down and not taking down. And of course, Kent County Council came and said, we will not remove any flags that go up. To which now a local parish council has come out and said, yeah, we can't actually put the Christmas lights up unless we take down those flags, which other people have put up, which you've now told us we now can't remove. Chaos. Anyway, let's get more into this. So, beyond ironic, reform-led council says that flags must come down so that Christmas lights can go up. So a reform-led council has now ruled that Union flags and St. George's flags must now come down in order for a village's traditional Christmas lights to go ahead, in a decision described as now beyond ironic. Kent County Council, whose leader, of course, once vowed not to remove a single flag put up unilaterally by the people of Kent, told the Harrietsham Parish Council that flags must now come down from the street lights before the festive lights can go up because now of safety concerns. Anyway, the parish council has now appealed to those who put up those flags to actually take them down, saying that it was not permanent, as it was not permitted, and now to remove these flags in itself, that unless, of course, they were removed, funds already spent on hiring the light decorations would now be lost. The flags, of course, in question, which, of course, the Guardian has now been told are Union and St. George flags, are on the A20, which runs directly through the village. Harrietsham Council said on its website, this condition now from Kent County Council may mean the result now of the installation of the Christmas lights now being able to proceed as planned for 2025. Despite this, of course, the parish council, of course, will still be liable now for the higher cost, as the arrangements were, of course, put in place well before the permit was now issued. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable, this, when you think about the stance a lot of these councils, especially these reform councils or reform councillors, have had on these flags. These flags must stay where they are. Meanwhile, in Nottingham, they're spending over 75k on putting up new flags. Gee, I wonder if that's going to affect any Christmas decorations in the not too distant future. Perhaps if you are a Nottinghamshire Council member or you are in the opposition, might be a question to ask Mick Barton. Preferably not behind closed doors, of course. Anyway, let's get on into this. Um, so where are we? So it said, of course, it would be disappointing if the lights could not be installed, but unfortunately, this situation is now, of course, beyond the parish council's control. In a statement to the Guardian, the parish council said it is, of course, not within the contractor's remit to remove these flags as part of the installation process, as the flags and street columns are not council property. The parish council is not permitted to use public funds to pay then for their removal. We are, of course, hoping whoever installed these flags will be able to remove them and, in due course, allow the festive lights to be installed as planned, it said. And it would not be making any further comment. Yeah, we can't remove them. It's not within our power to remove them. Meanwhile, the Kent County Council has said, well, you can't pull up those Christmas lights because, again, of safety issues. And, oh, yeah, we're not going to come and remove them either. I guarantee you now, on some local Facebook, we've got to check this at some point. We really do have to check this. If local people around there are now fuming about this, please take down this flag so we can have Christmas lights up. This is just chef's kiss of chaos. So wonderful this is happening. Anyway, after, of course, the Reform's election win in May, the new Reform leader of Kent County Council, Linda Carman, said that the Union Jack and the flag of St. George and the flag of Kent, of course, identify what we are and share. That is what we must identify with and what we focus on. Back in August, it was, of course, reported by the Highways team in Kent that it could not be removed, the St. George's flags, because they proposed a safety risk. As such, now blocking views of CCTV cameras or anything else now affecting road signage and, of course, the safety then of the public. Pete Osborne, Kent County Council's cabinet member for the Highways and Transport, then said the claim that, of course, Harrietham's parish council now face significant extra costs is, of course, simply wrong. The contractor they have hired to already install the Christmas lights can just remove any obstructing flag as part of the same job. No additional significant expense should be expected. Not how that works, Peter. Not how that works. Because they now have to remove those flags. Do they have the equipment? Do they have the stuff to remove it? I don't know. That's how these things work. If it's not in their contract to remove it, well, then you have to pay them to remove it. That's how these things work. If they are paid to put up Christmas lights and they can't put up those Christmas lights, that's how it works. Anyone out there will know, or done business like this, will know full well that's how sometimes these contracts worked out. Trust me on this one. We've all been there. We've all had that experience. He continued, of course, we said we fully support these communities coming together to celebrate Christmas with festive lights. It is, of course, a value tradition that brings people together. But safety, of course, must come first. Flags on street columns do pose a risk during installation, so they must be removed to ensure that these lights can go up safely and, of course, be enjoyed by everyone. Stuart Jeffrey, a Kent County councillor for the Greens and leader of the Maidstone Borough Council, said the situation now was beyond ironic. He said that the A20 running through the middle of Harrietsham was now lined either side with these flags. While the county council, of course, had to remove flags when they were, of course, a danger, they would have been, of course, very clear that they are fundamentally supportive, he said. The parish council, of course, could remove these flags, Jeffrey said, but as they had not been put up with the Kent's permission, removing them, of course, would not be breaking the law. Alistair Bradley, another Labour Kent County council, said that putting flags up on the lampposts by the so-called patriots was now an intention to intimidate minorities and is a disgraceful use of our flag. We are a proudly tolerant country which has a history of inclusion. We now hear that through the actions of just a few, they have now impacted on a very festive period for many in Kent. Kent County Council should now actually come out and be clear on this matter instead of now of being concentrated about a very negative reaction now from the far right. The festive lights are, of course, a way of bringing people together, and those who, of course, who put flags up on the lampposts are trying to do that very opposite. Kent County Council now have a duty to keep the highways safe and the future street furniture clear. So instead of posturing and infighting, they should get on with that job. Oh dear. What can you say about that, quite frankly? What can you say? This is just pure incompetence. Well, yeah, they could put up these flags, we won't take them down. Yeah, these flags now cause a problem. Can you remove them? Oh, don't worry, those that contractor to put up those, Christmas lights, they'll remove them. Oh, I'm sure they will. They'll probably get there and just go, yeah, can't do that. Safety concern. Honestly, reform incompetence at its finest. Mwah, chef's kiss on that one. Anyway, if you are in Kent or if you are live in this village, please do let me know what you think about all this, of course. And of course, as always, thank you very much for watching. And of course, as always, don't forget to click the like and share button on your way out. Don't forget to give the bell a ring as well. And of course, as always, we'll see you all next time.